Sit down.
All right, livinlargelarry.com, Live Large Larry Live, Redline Computer Studios, West Billings. Tucker Veldkamp is hanging with us. Thanks for hanging out during our reboot. So you have you two YouTube files today. So for the listeners, if there's half of a YouTube and it runs out, just click the next one next to it, because we had loops all day long, also on the TuneIn smartphone app. So where do we leave off with Top Sandwich Company? We talked about catering. We talked about how great your menu is, your seasoning. Wolves sponsorship. You take pride in being a Wolves sponsor.
I do, man. Yeah, I'm a big sporting fan, and I'm really happy to be a sponsor of theirs. I love seeing even the growth from last season. You know, they did drop
immense growth
recently, but a ton of growth going on. So I look forward to. The way I look at it is I've been basically a sponsor since they started.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'm getting in on the right end.
Yeah, you are.
They're going to be very attractive here in a few years. You know, everyone's going to be jumping on that bandwagon. I've been there, so.
And they got a shot at it this year. A shot at it meaning to get into the playoffs. They've had 2 back-to-back losses. One was a pummeling in Spokane last week, and I get that. Next home game, by the way, is not till May 21st, which is not this weekend, but the weekend after. But you said that you know quite a few of the players, and we were talking about during the reboot of our system. We were talking about Espinoza, quarterback. He's a big old boy, and he's a beast. And he's really, he's not from here. He's not homegrown, but he's a down-home type of a guy. You talk to him and visit with him.
He's out of Tennessee, I believe, right?
And he's so polite and professional and articulate.
He's well-spoken, man. Yeah,
but he's a big old quarterback.
He's huge. He's huge, and he's a pro-style quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, if you...
That's the way to put it, yeah.
Yeah, if you run into, I met Kurt Warner once, some of these, pro quarterbacks, you see them on the field and they don't look that big.
They don't.
They're all Espinoza size.
Yeah.
He's got the size
he does.
of an NFL quarterback. He's 6'6", probably 230.
Well, I'm
220 maybe.
About that. He's
so tall that I could see him being 230.
Yeah, and he plays well.
His pads add weight, obviously.
Yeah, well, he plays well as being a lanky young guy.
He's super athletic too, man. He can. Yeah, he steps up into the pocket, and he's.
What does Espinoza eat at Top Sandwich Company? When
I think the last time he had a pulled pork sandwich.
He had 3 of those, did he? No.
Yeah, right. No, some of the other guys they could definitely put down 3 of those things for sure.
Hey, let's talk about Top Sandwich Company and your Wolves party, which you have prior to home games. So a week from Thursday will be your next one, correct?
Yeah. Okay. So
how does that work?
Go on to Scott's morning show on The Wolf 98.5. Kind of promote it a little bit. We have a lot of fun in the studio, and then what we're promoting is that night there's going to be 2 at top, so it'll be 2 players. Scott from 98.5 The Wolf, they're doing a live remote there, and $5 sandwiches, 5 to 8.
Always the Thursday before a home game.
It's the Thursday before a home game. Yep, and the Billings Wolves are in the house. They're giving out tickets, autographs.
Yeah,
meet and greet, whatever you want.
They're really approachable guys, too.
They really are.
They really are. And some Wolves are there, which is cool.
Yeah, the She-Wolves are always there. Those girls support.
Well, they get hungry, too.
Yeah, they're coming in all the time, checking in and I love this sandwich. It was actually Chelsea. She goes there. She comes in a lot. Yeah.
They're funny.
Yeah, they're supporters, so I like that. And even Mark Burr comes in sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen Mark Burr there. The Wolves are busier than people think. They're not just hanging out all week waiting to play on Saturday or Sunday.
They got a pretty good regimen.
It's a full-time job.
And
it really is.
part of the job is eating for these guys.
Well, yeah, for the football players it is. And we say that with all due respect.
Oh, man, it's so funny. Actually, I run into Dixon at Sam's Club sometimes, and he's hauling this cart full,
it's for the boys?
Rotisserie chickens. This is a whole cart full of rotisserie chickens.
I can see that.
He looks a little stressed out. He's like, man, these guys.
It's like Dixon.
They complain about food. He's like, look at this cart. Like,
wait a minute. Dixon used to be a football player.
He knows.
He knows the game. He knows how to do.
Oh man, it's so funny though. I can't even imagine.
Hilarious. No, I can't either.
They feed them, I think, every day. They pretty much feed them every meal. They have
pretty much
with the restaurants too, so they don't have to like buy all the groceries. But even one meal a day in just groceries, and those dudes are going to sale.
Even there was 21 on the roster, plus a few hanging out trying to make the roster all week long for 16
weeks. You should have seen these carts. They're like filled with just rotisserie chickens. It's hilarious.
Before I let you go, I want to talk about your happy hour because I keep slamming your happy hour in a good way on your weather forecast that you sponsor. But how's that going?
You're doing that, and then it's crazy because, like I said, I think about last year this time all the time. And, especially early on, like early spring, I remember just sitting in there for 5 days, just really boring, not much going on. But, we're starting to get good evening traffic, which is awesome
for you.
A sandwich shop.
The happy hour is cool. It's 5 to 8 weekdays. It's $5 a sandwich.
It's such a good deal that we're just going to stick with it, and that's the key. The word is starting to get out, and, I mean, we're getting regulars at night. And
routine.
Sandwiches, that's a difficult thing to do. It's just not normally when you use sandwiches.
Sure.
But for the $5 deal and the pulled pork and chicken that we're implementing, we're kind of creating a little dinner buzz, which is cool. Good. And making a great offer. And we're going to stick with that offer, too. I don't see why we would change.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's working, and it's a good offer for people. So,
what about your Sunday hours? Doing good for you?
Wonderful, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it's actually
the after-church crowd and all that?
Per hour. So, they say pound for pound.
Right.
Pound for pound, Sunday is one of our best days. Of course, we're only open 4 hours, but it's busy the whole time, and a lot of family traffic, which is awesome.
I hope the community keeps supporting Top Sandwich Company.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
You're getting out there. You personally are getting out there. You're not just hanging out, in an office somewhere. You're actually, you're working in the trenches, so to speak.
Yeah, it's really nice too because, before. You kind of start out really hands-on operation, actually making every sandwich that goes through there. But I'm starting to get to, let my hair down a little bit and just walk around and talk to people when they come in because my guys have it handled pretty well. So we'll be, And
I saw the fence was down.
I know you're upset.
No. Actually, I drove by it going to work, my afternoon KGHL job. I'm thinking that's the way an outdoor patio should look.
Yeah.
However, you're going to fence it off, but
so we're going to fence it off.
Let's fill that up for you.
And I was planning on getting it done this week. I wanted to get it done. No, actually, last Friday.
Have your landlord do the work.
He's not willing to do the work though. He's willing to pay for it, so I'm going to do the work, or I'm just going to. I have my staff is awesome. So I mean, these guys, they're talented.
Yeah.
Some of them, they build houses and stuff.
They build sandwiches.
They make sandwiches. They know everything. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Like one of my guys, he helped build. This is claim to fame. Denny Menhold's house.
Really?
Yeah.
He can build your fence?
Yeah, I know. He helped build the first one.
He built Menhold's house?
Yeah.
One of the guys working for you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I know. That is super cool for sure.
That is really cool.
Him drilling some screws into concrete and put up a metal fence.
That'd be nothing.
No problem.
No, but when I drove by, and no, I'm not upset about it. Your patio.
I was a little upset about it.
But the thing is, from a customer standpoint, driving by, heading to my other job, what I was going to say is it looked appetizing. It looked inviting.
Nice. Good.
This is just the way the tables are. But I'm thinking like June, when it's nice out all the time, sitting out there.
It actually, I haven't even reflected on that. But since the fence has been down, it's been filling up a little bit, so maybe it's a good thing.
Maybe it's a good thing.
That's weird. I think the weather, too.
It looks inviting, though.
It was hard to get people out there with spicy pickle. I don't know what it was, but I think we just weren't that busy.
Yeah,
but it's starting to fill up now, and people are asking about it. My fiance's got a really nice sign. It's actually the exact same size as that.
Right there.
It says patio, so it kind of points people. Because as you know, you have to kind of go through the side hallway to get there. But, it's starting to fill up. That is awesome because you got to love people sitting right off 24 with the eating at Tops. It's cool.
We'll stand by. There we go. Thought we were off, but we were not. I don't think so. All right. Top Sandwich Company, Tucker Veldkamp. Whew, there you go.
Yeah.
Tickets at YellowstoneGOP.org, and I'll see you there.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. It is brought to you by the Billings Extreme Outdoor Football. Semi-pro football in Billings is spring and summer. BillingsExtreme.com. They play over at Daly's and Wendy's Field. Extreme is spelled Xtreme. Bill Kennedy was announced as the new president of the Montana State University Billings Foundation on Tuesday afternoon. And this story shocked a lot of people. I'm getting this from KTVQ.com. We use Color8.com, Billings Gazette, at times last best news as well. Bill Kennedy will step down from his position as Yellowstone County Commission chair on August 1st this year. He became emotional when he announced his retirement from the county commissioner position. A quote from Bill Kennedy at a press conference on Tuesday: "Education has been my first love." And I talked with Bill Kennedy on my afternoon show on KGHL Radio, AM 790, 94.7 FM. I'll replay that interview here on the Billings Morning News coming up. Kennedy has served on the county commission since 1993. Prior to serving on the commission, he was a teacher in Colstrip and Billings. Now is the president of the foundation of MSUB in Billings. Presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is bringing his campaign to Montana on Wednesday. Rallies in Missoula and here in Billings. And if you can't make the rallies in person over at Pavilion in Billings in particular, then you can check them out on television through KTVQ.com. Log on and check out time details. The Yellowstone County Attorney's Office is investigating after a Ballantine woman received copies of her husband's autopsy photos in an envelope mailed from the jail. Prosecutors said that Victoria Sindelar received an envelope on April 12th containing a colored photograph of her husband's bloody body, 2 pages of black and white thumbnail photos from his autopsy, and a note that said, "For your family album." Report from, get this from Color 8, that in turn came from the Billings Gazette. Actually, the prosecutors are seeking a handwriting sample from 74-year-old James Douglas Sindelar, who is jailed, awaiting sentencing for negligent homicide in the July 2015 shooting death of his son Wesley. Deputy Chief Criminal Operations Christopher Morris, he said he doesn't plan to file charges against James Sindelar if he sent the images, but he would use the information at his sentencing hearing in June. When it came down to the wire, voters pushed for Billings to overtake Boise, Idaho in the contest for the title of the nation's best town. The contest is not over yet. The contest posted on the website of Outside Magazine, an online magazine that covers travel and sports, health and fitness, and as well as the environment. Billings beat out Boise on Tuesday in the latest head-to-head and has already won against Livingston and Leavenworth, Washington. There's 8 towns remaining in the contest, and Billings' next challenge round is with Bend, Oregon. Population 84,080. And as of late on Tuesday afternoon, Billings held a slight lead over Bend, Oregon, 806 votes to 729. You can vote online, and the latest round closes May 15th, and then there'll be a round after that as well. There's a link at ktvq.com. So Billings beat Boise. The deputy athletic director at the University of Utah, who last week was named athletic director of Montana State University in Bozeman, has now backed out of the job. The report says MSU President Waded Cruzado said Kyle Brennan told her on Monday that he was concerned about finding affordable housing and moving his children to new schools. Cruzado told the Bozeman Daily Chronicle, says that Brennan also told her taking the job just didn't feel right. Brennan issued a statement on Tuesday saying that soon after accepting the job at MSU, he realized he didn't want to leave Utah, where his wife also works as an academic coordinator for the football team. He says other concerns were finances and the top flight medical care available for his son there in Salt Lake City, Utah. MSU interviewed 5 finalists for the position that pays $185,000 a year.
the university is regrouping this week to figure out what the next move's going to be. That is a look at the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, brought to you by the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Outdoor Football, billingsextreme.com, and on Facebook.
A number of things going on. What's going on around town from Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection, the experts. BighornInspection.com. Brews Fest is coming up 2016, May 14th. Coming up on Saturday, it's a brew festival and roller derby tournament at Metro Park's Expo Center. Starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning at Metro Park. Brews Fest with the Magic City Rollers hosting the tournament. And thanks to N2 Cryotherapy for climbing on board as one of their sponsors. June 25th, June 26th, over 12,000 in prizes for the 14th annual Montana Barbecue Cook-Off in Absaroka. You get those breakfast. If you get there early, you get breakfast. And then bands all day. The Montana Barbecue Cook-Off in Absaroka. Free and live music all day. 14th Annual Barbecue Cook-Off in Absaroka in June 25th and June 26th. Save the dates for Relay for Life team meetings. Next one coming up is on May 19th and then June 16th for team captains and team members. And it's Relay for Life for the event coming up in Billings for Yellowstone County in July. But the team meetings for Relay for Life, next one's May 19th and June 16th. Mansfield Center, the basement of the Yellowstone Medical Center, 2900 12th Avenue North. That is going on. And log on to the Billings Symphony's website page or Facebook page and check out the schedule for the Billings Symphony for the rest of 26 and part of the 2017 season through the Billings Symphony Orchestra and Chorale. And coming up on Friday, 13th of May, Skyview's annual Big Band Dance community event, an evening full of live big band music by Skyview's Jazz Band. And tickets are $5 for students and $10 for adults, available at the door. That's at Skyview. It's coming up on Friday. May 14th on Saturday, Rebecca Lodge Spring Craft and Flea Markets. That is coming up. Rent a table for $10. You contact Donna Harris at 406-962-3547. Lunch and bake sale from 11 a.m. till about 1:30. Rebecca Lodge Spring Craft and Flea Markets. Again, May 14th. It's coming Saturday. Lincoln Reagan Dinner, May 19th. At the Radisson Convention Center. That's the old Holiday Inn right off of I-90. Lincoln Reagan Day Dinner. You can buy your tickets with the keynote speaker, Alan B. West. Purchase tickets, 406-633-1321, and leave a message, and that's what's going on. From Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, Refinery Inspection, BighornInspection.com. And a complete forecast for Billings coming up and surrounding communities, livinlargelarry.com. And we're on TuneIn, YouTube as well. Had some technical difficulties. Hopefully we've got those ironed out for the podcast, which is coming up. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com at 40. Not as windy, not real warm, but not as windy as Tuesday in and around Billings. It's a manageable wind. And our talk with Bill Kennedy on his next big job move coming up. The Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings. livinlargelarry.com. Carrie's Massage Therapy has grown out of her current location. She's in a brand new location, 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Carrie's Massage Therapy. And we talked briefly about teasing you about some of the specials the month of May here. Up until May 13th, $40 for a 1 hour Swedish style massage, and that's regularly $60 at Carrie's Massage Therapy. $50 for every 1 hour deep tissue massage, and that's regularly priced at $70, discounted through the middle of May at Carrie's Massage Therapy. 406-702-0737. Walk-ins taken. You can call for an appointment. Again, 702-0737. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Carrie's Massage Therapy, Swedish style deep tissue and hot stone massages. So much needed relief this weekend. Went in for another dose of chill, if you will, at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4. My wife and I pretty much, for the most part, go together each time. And we make it a duo freeze weekend. Make sure you ask about the dual-free Tuesdays at N2 Cryotherapy for arthritis. If you're an athlete and you've got the aches and pains of working out and you've got a big track meet coming up or a baseball tryout, give N2 Cryotherapy a try at n2cryo.com. Log on, very user-friendly website. Learn more about cryotherapy as an industry, and in particular N2 Cryotherapy in Billings at 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4. Also Saturday hours till 2 p.m.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
Our Billings area forecast from Tucker Veldkamp, owner of Top Sandwich Company in Billings. Not a franchise, locally owned Top Sandwich Company is right across the street from Shopco. And when the weather is nice, you can enjoy the outside patio all set up at Top Sandwich Company. Happy hour every Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. And each sandwich during those 3 hours, $5 each, and free delivery, even one sandwich. Catering for graduation, Top Sandwich Company. And they're across from Shopco in Billings. So 60 and partly sunny on Wednesday, about 70 for Thursday. There's a chance for some showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday should be all right. Slight chance of showers, and in the upper 50s to low 60s then. And expand a look at the forecast. Log on to livinlargelarry.com and click on the weather tab. Weather forecast from Top Sandwich Company. Go for your graduation needs and catering. Top Sandwich Company, happy hour 5 to 8 p.m. And it's Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches $5. Ask about delivery, even one sandwich tops. Sandwich Company doing it right, locally owned in Billings, across from Shopco. Our replay sponsor on Livin' Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North. They're right across from the pub station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
Yellowstone County Commissioner Bill Kennedy. It's been so easy to say that over the years.
You know, Larry,
you're still the county commissioner.
We've done it for so many years. It's been great.
Well, for those who did not hear the news, at about 3 on Tuesday afternoon, during my final show prep for the show, I see your name in lights, and I always see your name in the newspaper or on TV or on radio and read about you. And I was awestruck. Bill Kennedy is resigning from Yellowstone County Commissioner, and tell us why and the dates and all that stuff. It's an exciting time for you, Bill.
You know, it's been a long month. It's been a month of decision, and if I was ready to close the chapter on my commission and turn around and start a new chapter. And my wife and I decided we'll start a new chapter. And that new chapter will be as the president of the Montana State University Foundation Board as their employee. So I'm excited.
That's an exciting time in your life.
Yeah. I started with education.
Right, yep. I read that.
I'm an educator. I went to Colstrip and taught school. I came back here, taught at the Catholic schools. I'm an alumni of Montana State University Billings.
Well, one of the quotes today earlier says that education has been my first love. So it had been your first love, and it has remained your first love all these years.
I had to go back. I have to end the last chapter of my life, of my working career, will be in higher ed, helping kids. Scholarships. We have a great opportunity to build Yellowstone Hall, the science building, and allied health building for the university. Bringing kids in, getting them ready for jobs, keeping them in our community, and growing this community.
You know, you still will be a statesman in Yellowstone County, even though you have your new position at MSUB. You'll still be a statesman here.
You know, Larry, it's an opportunity, and it's an exciting one. So when I was approached to look at this position, the foundation board has just been terrific, and you know, it's an opportunity, but it's also an opportunity to build and help and look at the visions for the future, especially with our next generation.
So when this came about, were you and Mary at home one night and you told Mary, what was Mary's reaction? Hey, honey, sit down. I've got some news for you. Here's what I'm thinking about doing.
You know, our debate has been 2 years from now, do I run for re-election or do I retire out? You know, we started the restaurant, and the restaurant has been great. I could retire out, or I could stay on the commission and run another term. But when approached and I started talking about higher ed, because the big thing has always been, and I've said this to a lot of people, is when I retire, I'll never retire, but I'll go up and apply and try to teach some classes at the university.
Oh, and now look at what this is turning into for you.
And so this is a dream come true.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity, and you know, when the opportunity came up the last month or so, the one thing that we looked at is this is a great way to leave Yellowstone County, and we have done a lot of great things for Yellowstone County, but to stay in Yellowstone County and still help it grow.
Right. That's what I mean. But by a statesman, I think you'll always be a statesman because you've been doing this since 1993 on the commission.
Right.
That's a career. That's another career for Bill Kennedy, and you're just now branching off to yet another career. What is Mr. Austin and Mr. Reynolds? What's their reaction today?
You know, I left them each my letter of resignation, or my letter of retirement, really. That my last day would be on August 1. And we had kept everything quiet so the foundation could have their announcement at 3 o'clock.
Understand.
I haven't heard from either of them, but
you will.
They, it'll be. I just talked to the county attorney. The seat will actually open up after August 1.
Okay.
And the way it works by statute is once the seat is vacant, then the commissioners have the opportunity to write to the Democratic Central Committee. The Central Committee then will take 3 names, pass them back to the commissioners, and the commissioners will make a selection.
That makes sense, actually.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the
Easy
person
process.
will be serving the remainder 2 years of my term. So what I'm hoping is this will become the next generation of leadership in Yellowstone County. We have needed it. It's time for a change on the commission. So, you know, I'm the first one to
push that
to
change
come
ahead a
off
little bit.
and try to bring some new blood and some new people on. We have an opportunity in the next election. I think what we're looking at, and remember, I've talked about the 5-member commission. I think we're a large county. I think we have an opportunity to grow. I think we have a lot of great leaders in this community. So let's tap into them and bring them on board. I think this is a great opportunity for our community, for our county, and it's a great opportunity for me as I grow, helping out Montana State University Billings.
So when August 1 rolls around, what do your emotions speak to you when that day comes? I mean, what did it feel like today when you gave the announcement?
You know, it was tough.
I bet it was.
It was very tough. You know, I've been county commissioner for the people in this county for 24 years. I don't take it lightly. Remember, I eat, sleep, and drink the job.
I've known you for all those 24 years, too, me being in radio, and this conversation is really easy to talk about, but I'm getting a little bit teared up here, Bill. You know?
It's been a great run. I look back and I am proud of the people in Yellowstone County. It was the veterans that stepped up and asked me to help them with the National Cemetery.
Right.
And I've got to tell you, we had naysayers that said it'll never happen.
They did.
We have a national cemetery in Yellowstone County. I'm very proud of that. We started working with the veterans, and Tina and Kathy came forward and said, Bill, you've got to come on the honor flight. I said, you know, that's great, but That was 9 flights, 750 World War II veterans statewide.
Mr. Kennedy, you pulled it off, though.
Oh, it was great.
So you have like 8 days a week in Bill Kennedy's life, I swear.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I know you do, and you do a great job.
But Metro Park, we. It was great. When the governor called me and I was sitting in the window well, and he said to me, Kennedy, I heard the roof is off Metro Park. I said, I wouldn't know. I'm bailing out my window wells. But just a minute, and I'll take a drive down there and see. So he calls me about 10 minutes later, and I go fishing my way down to 4th Avenue, had 2.5 feet of water in it, and I get down to the Metro Park and get inside, and he calls me, and he says, what's it look like, Kennedy? I said, Governor Schweitzer? I said, it's hailing on me, and I'm in the middle of the arena.
So you're right, the roof did come off.
But we had it built in less than a year.
Yeah.
We had
it was good
a
progress.
sellout concert of Elton John.
Yeah.
And look at Metro Park today, the number
Thriving.
It's doing
what a
good.
great team. Yeah.
I mean, mental health issues, we have been working on them ever since the Roscoe administration and trying to get help for the people in Yellowstone County. Look at the Shiloh Road and Airport Road and now Bench Boulevard. These are all things that we looked at, and these were visions for the future. They're realities now.
Yeah.
I have to look back over
There's
24 years.
There should be a book or a series of books on the growth and building of Billings, Montana.
Well, as I tell everyone, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Right. Yellowstone County is family to me, and everybody in Yellowstone County has treated me like family. I love it, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to a different place of where my desk is going to be.
Right. Another chapter, like you said.
But we're going to help grow this community, and the university is going to be that starting point with these young people. I think it's great.
I do too. Good for you. We're proud of you. I can't wait till the Bill Kennedy send-off out of county commission role into MSUB president of the foundation role. That's going to come this summer sometime. Somebody's got to be organizing something for Bill Kennedy.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm just thrilled. And August 1st, I want to make sure that we do have a sound budget ready to go. And we'll have budget hearings in June. We'll have a few budget issues that we'll take care of in July. It should be ready by the 1st of August. Whatever prep we need for Montana Fair, I want to make sure that's out of the way by the time I leave my seat on the commission.
I just want to leave this interview by saying that we'll be in touch. Me doing radio, you still doing what you do. We'll still be in touch with, and keep me in mind for anything you need to talk about about the MSUB Foundation.
I will.
And other things. Bill Kennedy, County Commissioner.
Thank you.
1993. Wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Carrie's Massage Therapy has grown out of her current location. She's in a brand new location, 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Carrie's Massage Therapy. And we talked briefly about teasing you about some of the specials the month of May here. Up until May 13th, $40 for a 1-hour Swedish-style massage, and that's regularly $60 at Carrie's Massage Therapy. $50 for every 1-hour deep tissue massage, and that's regularly priced at $70, discounted through the middle of May at Carrie's Massage Therapy. 406-702-0737. Walk-ins taken. You can call for an appointment. Again, 702-0737. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Carrie's Massage Therapy, Swedish-style deep tissue and hot stone massages. If you have not tried cryotherapy, then here in Billings you can now, since last July. Cindy Graff and her staff at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4. If you're an athlete or if you just work out, if you're elderly and have the aches and pains, try cryotherapy. If you log on to the website, you'll learn a lot about what cryotherapy is all about and how it can help you as well. N2 Cryotherapy in Billings, N2cryo.com. We're broadcasting from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings. Redline Computers across from the Goodwill store, livinlargelarry.com on YouTube, the TuneIn smartphone app.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Look at the Billings Morning News coming up. LivinLargeLarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios. Next to the Wave Car Wash. King and 29th West, Billings. All kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, MT.com. And a 41-degree morning, 50s today.
The Billings Morning News at LivinLargeLarry.com, brought to you by Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football. Back in Billings, several weekends this spring and summer at Dela's Wendy's Field. BillingsExtreme.com, XTREME. Big news announced on Tuesday, and this comes from KTVQ.com. Bill Kennedy, longtime Yellowstone County Commissioner, is resigning, giving it up. Bill Kennedy was announced as the new president of the Montana State University Billings Foundation on Tuesday. Kennedy will step down from his position as Yellowstone County Commission chair on August 1st of this year. He became quite emotional when he announced his retirement from the county commission position. And he says education has been his first love for a long time. Kennedy has served on the county commission since 1993. Prior to serving on the commission, he was a teacher in Colstrip and Billings. Bill Kennedy, county commissioner since 1993, is taking on a new position. So wish you lots of luck, Mr. Bill Kennedy. A nonprofit organization says Montana's campaign finance laws are so vague and broad that the state regulator can enforce them against group he dislikes while ignoring similar allegations against groups he does not. Attorneys for Montanans for Community Development will ask Judge Dana Christensen to strike down the laws without a trial. Assistant Attorney General Matthew Kochner says the laws are constitutionally sound. The Army Corps of Engineers on Monday denied a permit to a $700 million project to build the nation's largest coal export terminal in northwest Washington state, handing a victory to the Lummi tribe, which argued the project would violate its treaty-protected fishing rights. The decision ends the federal environmental review of a deep water port. It would have handled up to 54 million metric tons of dry bulk commodities, mostly coal, at Cherry Point. The National Automobile Club AAA says 6 states that allow marijuana use have legal tests for driving while impaired by the drug that have no scientific basis. A study commissioned by AAA's Safety Foundation said it's not possible to set a blood threshold for THC, the chemical in marijuana that makes people high, that can reliably determine impairments. Montana officials want to triple the number of gray wolves hunters and trappers can kill in an area bordering Yellowstone National Park. The proposal would increase the animal quota in a hunting district near Gardner from 2 wolves to 6. Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks spokesman Ron Asham says the higher quota is intended to address concerns from outfitters that Yellowstone area wolves are killing too many elk. There's no limit on how many wolves can be killed statewide in Montana. Hunters and trappers harvested 210 of the animals during the 2015 season. The bison has become the official national mammal of the U.S. under legislation signed into law by President Obama on Monday. Lawmakers spearheading the effort say the once nearly extinct icon deserves the elevated status because of its economic and cultural significance in the nation's history. The Billings City Council approved a plan to construct a Mormon meeting house on Monday with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It will be constructed on 6.4 acres at the corner of 54th Street West and Trail Creek Drive. Montana's top Republicans say they'll be supporting Donald Trump for president, although perhaps not with great enthusiasm. Senator Steve Daines and Ryan Zinke are adamant about one thing: defeating Hillary Clinton in the presidential race. Greg Gianforte, the leading GOP candidate to challenge Democratic Governor Steve Bullock this year, says only that he'll back the Republican nominee for president, quote, whomever that ends up being, end quote. Regular voter registration for Montana's June 7th primary election closed on Monday, but Montanans still have plenty of options to register right up to and including Election Day. Beginning on Tuesday, Montanans who haven't registered and want to vote in the June 7th primary must register in person at their county election office or other locations designated by that office. The public comment period ends today on a proposal to delist the Yellowstone grizzly bear as an endangered species. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services says the grizzly has recovered enough within Yellowstone National Park. And according to the website 247wallstreet.com, Montana is the most dangerous state for teenage drivers, accounting for 33% of all teen deaths. Montana's teen fatality rate of 1.7 deaths per 100,000 population is more than 3 times that of the national average. And in sports, Dwayne Wade hit 2 big baskets, finished with 30 points as the Miami Heat down Toronto 94-87 in OT, evening the Eastern Conference semifinal series 2 games apiece. Hornets guard Kemba Walker has undergone what is being called successful surgery to repair a torn meniscus in his left knee. The team says he'll be sidelined from all basketball activities until early July. Golden State Warriors guard Stephen Curry will be named the NBA's most valuable player for the 2nd straight year. According to news out of the sports world today, Curry led the league in scoring with 30.1 points per game and shattered his own record for three-pointers by making 402 during the regular season. And that's the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, presented to you by the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football this spring and summer here in Billings. BillingsExtreme.com, XTREME, and check them out on Facebook.
Greetings, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Retired Alan West, Executive Director of the National Center for Policy Analysis. I'll be speaking at the Yellowstone County Lincoln Reagan Day Dinner on May the 19th, and you're invited to come. Now more than ever, our country stands at a critical juncture. I'll be talking about how the decisions we make and actions we take now will decide what kind of America we leave to our children. You can get tickets at YellowstoneGOP.org, and I'll see you there.
Look at you, you're burning up from the midday sun. Troubled you're cutting out, going one by one. You're crawling through a maze where the walls always change, and you can't recall how long you've been in there. You're falling in place through the darkness of space. You're a long way out from home, going nowhere. All of the